Hey, hey. Hey, Debbie. Hey, Wilma. Thank you for coming. Hey, Jenna. How are y'all doing? So, guys, welcome to the channel. If you're new here for the first time, I'm Cynthia, and this is Diving with Purpose. And so this is for diving in with friends. And so today's special guest is going to be Freakin Frugal. And I came on here a little earlier because I wanted to open a couple of P.O. boxes that I got. And it also gives them time to get adjusted or whatever they need before they come on. I'm excited to have y'all all here. Moderators, or if you are in the chat, please make sure that you are, staying alert, speaking to people when they come in. Hey, Debbie, and hey, Miss Angie, and hey, Manuela and Robin. So if you're a moderator on here, please make sure that you greet people in here because I'm going to be trying to focus more on my guests. I will be looking at the chat too, but I do want to give the guests, my full attention, especially, they're doing this out of a gracious heart. They didn't have to do this. And so I do want to make sure that I am giving them attention. Hey, Paisley, welcome to the chat. Hey, Patty Fish, how are you? Can't stay, but here to support. Well, thank you. Thank you. Thank you. Hey, Dumpster Diving Devs. Okay, so first thing I want to, I got this package, which I already opened. It is from A Natural Way. She may come in here in a little bit. Guys, if you haven't hit that thumbs up, please do for my channel. That definitely will help my channel. But as many of y'all know, for like 2.5 weeks, I was suffering with my sciatic nerve. Don't forget to show support. Yes, thank you. Suffering with my sciatic nerve. And so I talked with Natural Way, and she has like natural herbs and stuff that she uses, essential oils. And so she sent me some stuff. She's like, I got you, girl. And so she sent me this, what is it called? It is a pain balm and magnesium oil. It's a big bottle. So I'm supposed to put it in a spray bottle and just spray this on where I'm having pains at. So I have that, and I have been using this. This is also the pain balm. So it's like a cream and has magnesium oil in it as well. So definitely thank you, Natural Way, for sending that to me. I have been using it, and it has been making my back feel a lot better. Hey, Frugal Granny, how are you? I am doing good. Hey, Grab It, how are you doing? And so the next thing, I have another P.O. box, and this one is from Daddy's Girl. She go by Daddy's Girl, and so I won't say her real name because she don't put her real name out there. But anyway, hey, Isabel. So sorry to hear. Yeah, I'm feeling a lot better. I still kind of feel a twinge in my back, but definitely not how I was feeling. And guys, yes, I was still dumpster diving, even with the pain. I was just like, oh, I got to do it, So I'm glad I'm feeling much, much better. So anyway, she sent me a card, and she said, hope all is well and you guys are staying safe. Here's a little something. I made a mask there out of a pop filter. And here is my mask. Look at that. She made me a homemade mask. Isn't that cool? We got to, over here in Texas, we got to use them anyway. And so thank you so much for sending me a mask. And she made it. So that's cool. And she sent me an Easter card. It says, an Easter prayer for you, thinking of you, especially when Easter time is here, and asking God to bless you every day throughout the year. Have a wonderful Easter, your friend, Daddy's Girl. So thank you so much for the card, and I'm definitely going to be using this mask. Thank you, Natural Way, for giving me the pain balms. Definitely need that as well. So thank you. Thank you. Hey, Mary Beth, how are you doing? Guys, hey, Lori, if I miss anyone in the chat, if you're a moderator on here, please make sure that you are speaking to people in here so I won't miss people and they won't feel like they're, I ignored them, because I have to look at the screen and at the chat. And so it kind of, especially when it's going a little fast. Hey, Patricia. Hey, Felicia. When it goes a little fast, I may miss somebody, but it's definitely is not on purpose. Please know that I love each and every one of y'all, and I'm so excited y'all are here. And you know, to have Freakin Frugal to come on here with me, I'm excited. I hope to have even bigger channels that I've been communicating with. Hopefully they will be emailing me back and seeing when is the best time for them. They are busy doing their own things on their own channel and all that, you know. And so for them to take the opportunity to do this, and I told them, I was like, anytime, no matter what time it is, I'll work around it. Let's see if I'm missing anybody. Hey, Michelle. Angie, did you find all the coffee at the home store? Oh, yes. Angie got an amazing score. Did you see that? Over $400 worth of coffee, Starbucks coffee. That was amazing. I do too, Patricia. I do. They were one of the first channels when I started watching Dumpster Diving along with Mom the eBayer. I was watching their channel too. So, okay, kind of a little trivia. What were they called before Freakin Frugal? If you've been with their channel a while, what was their name before they were called Freakin Frugal? Because they changed it to that. I'm waiting. Hey, Wanda. Hey, Alan's mom. I'm waiting, y'all. What was their name before? Robert was like, I don't know. Here from Atascocita. Is it Atascocita, Texas, or where at Atascocita? What state, Gina? Did I stump y'all? Funny. Do y'all not know? Rock of My World will be in here soon. She is listening to her governor. Awesome. Another one. I don't know. Come on. Who remembers what Freakin Frugal name was before they were Freakin Frugal? They changed their name. I don't know. We'll see. That might be a trivia question. Might have to get a prize with this if you remember. My memory's going. Stop it, Patricia. Hey, Laura. Just started watching them. Oh, okay. Okay. Well, if no one answers that before we are through, they may say it when I talk with them. But if no one answers, that might be a prize for whoever can answer that one. So we have 40 people on here. I hope y'all are giving me a thumbs up on this video. We are waiting for Freakin Frugal. No. Good try, though, Frugal Granny. Hey, Kelly. Yeah, their name is Freakin Frugal now, but it wasn't before. Michelle says she needs some coffee, Angie. Hey, Pauline, how are you? Welcome into the chat. Was it Frugal? Was it Frugal? I'm guessing you saying Frugal Family. Hey, Susanna. Hey, Kelly. Welcome in. So as soon as I see they are here, I will be bringing them up, and I'm excited, guys. Like all day, I have been thinking about it. Like, and I know they're just, a normal person like me and you that go to the dumpsters and get stuff out of there. But as channels get bigger, and you're like, wow, I want to get there. I want to be able to have more and more people. Hey, fam. Hey, Shirley, how are you? I sent off your card, so you should be getting it I don't know how long it takes to get to Canada, but I did send it off. Hopefully they won't send it back. Hey, everyone. Welcome to the chat. Yes, please. Thumbs up. Thumbs up. So how has everybody been doing? Wendy, how are you? Wendy City Girl. I love the way you wrote that. That is cool. Yeah, how is everybody's, what is this, Friday? So in Texas today, 25% occupancy in the restaurant. No, is it restaurant? Yeah, restaurants, malls, and what else? Parks, I think. Hey, Rhonda, who really remembers anything? Wasn't it what? I missed it. Was it Frugal Living with the Frugal Mom and Dad? Well, that's close. It was Frugal. Did you take my mod away? I shouldn't have, Shirley. I don't know if you was a mod on there. It should be still on there. I know I did some mod. So I did take some people off of mods if they hadn't came in a while, and I haven't seen them. Then there is a way that you can lose your wrench. Right now, Shirley, I can't change it back because I'm on StreamYards, so I can't see the wrench. That's why I can only just know who is a wrench now. I'm not no more. Okay. Well, then I'll fix that after this live stream because I'm on a different program. So definitely I got you. But what was I saying? Oh, yeah. So we have malls, restaurants, and I tell you what, it is so busy on the road right now. It's like they said it's open. Everybody was like, whoosh, let's go. I went to Hobby Lobby today. I was so looking for the Easter stuff because we have I want to make sure I don't miss them when they come in, but we have a compactor, so I can't get nothing at Hobby Lobby. I don't know if y'all can at y'all's, but we can't. So I went inside thinking they gotta have the Easter stuff for 90% off. It's no, yeah, Frugal Mom and Daddy, but they were called Frugal Family. Before, yeah, they still go by Frugal Mom and Frugal Daddy. Hey Sam, how are you? You're right about that. A lot of traffic. It is a lot of traffic. It is a lot of traffic. Hey Regina. Hey Gianna. How are you? Yeah, so I went inside thinking they gotta be 90% off. Easter has passed, and no, it was 80. I was like, seriously? It's past Easter, but they did have St. Patrick's stuff for 90. I'm like, that is gone. I wanted some Easter stuff. So Dollar General is 90% off today. They should hit the dumpster soon. I know. I know they were 50% off their clearance also today. Yay! All right. I'm gonna post Amy, I'm gonna post the link in here. I'm glad you're here. Okay. All righty. Paste. Here we go. All right. Amy, I posted a link in there. So I'm excited, guys. If you see the link in there under Diving with Purpose, you should be able to come up. She got to get her microphone and her camera set up to come up here. Guys, make sure y'all are showing a love to the channel. Thumbs up. I'm excited. Hey, Daddy's girl. I showed your gift on there. I got it. And your lovely card. So thank you so much for doing that. I definitely will be wearing this this mask. Hey, Joy. Hopefully, Amy, hopefully you've seen that. Did you see it? Freakin Frugal, did you see your invite. Let me do it again. Make sure you didn't miss it. Let me post it in there again. Whoops. Here we go. So all you got to do is go on that link, Amy. And so then you can go backstage. Nope. It's like 1 ahead of above you. You should be able to click on it and come up. Patricia's over there dancing. I love when you have your family hunting for eggs. Oh yes, that was fun. Yeah, we did it a safe way. We had our mask on and everything to keep her safe. Hey Sue Ann, how are you? To keep my mom safe because she is over 60. Houston, we're having problems. I know. Yeah, because she's over 60, we want to keep her safe. And but we still want to spend time with her. So we was like, we're gonna have to figure this out. Thank you, B lady. Thank you. Trying to see where Amy went. Amy. Okay. Yay! Okay, guys, I want to introduce you to Freakin Frugal. Y'all show some love.
Down, Frugal Daddy. Can you move over, please? Now that you put on a clean shirt, come on.
Come in, Dwayne. We can't see you.
Get it. Move your butt over. Move your bottom closer. Move.
Yes, you're gonna have to get close to get in.
Could you move over?
Calm down.
So you're already making me look bad. How about I'll put it on you?
Oh, look at that. Don't y'all look nice today?
Would you stop moving it? You are such a freaking kill him. I'm gonna kill him. Why did you even move it? Now he's gone again. You can hear me in the house screaming, it's 3 o'clock, it's 3 o'clock, and he's heading upstairs. What are you doing? Gotta change my shirt. Sit down again.
Sit on your side.
Everybody hates me now. Because they
Oh, no, we don't. We love you.
Why do you want to sit on my side?
So I can hear you.
Oh my God.
I have a
Wait, where'd I go? Wait a minute. I'm over. It's flipped. It's backwards. I'm so confused.
I know it is.
Wait a minute. I go this way.
Is this live or no?
Yeah.
It is. It's live.
Would you sit down?
Wait.
This is why it's better to be single.
Oh.
All right, there you are.
Yeah, there we go.
And then here.
Oh.
Oh, now you're pushing your head.
What?
You're idiot.
We need a wider screen.
Okay.
You want to back up a little?
It's hard to believe
Do
we
I-
have any education whatsoever. Wait a minute, that's not right. I'm not in it. Wait a minute, back. It would be nice if we're
There we go.
both in it. I know. Just look at the nice wall. He's been painting.
Right? So what are you drinking, Amy?
So confusing. Strawberry smoothie with dumpster strawberries.
All right. Yeah, I was going to ask, were they dumpster strawberries?
Okay, there. Would you stop moving it? All right, as long as it's just on you. Go ahead. Take it away for Will Daddy.
We need to back up a little so it can fit. See how we work together? She
Yeah,
does
but
what
you see,
she wants.
Look how
and I
much
have to
over
fix
there.
it.
There's just a whole lot of nothingness. Oh yeah, we work together so well.
Aw.
Okay.
See, that's a photo moment.
That's a fun intro. How are you today?
I'm doing good.
I'm talking to her. Be quiet.
I'm excited y'all are on here. The chat is like going like, woo! Yeah.
Woo.
They're excited. So I want to tell you thank you so much for being on here with me. I have watched y'all since I started watching Dumpster Diving. Y'all were one of the main channels that I watched. So yeah.
Thank you.
Wow.
Yes, y'all like superstars. You don't even realize it. You made it.
And I'm thinking I feel sorry for you.
What, having to watch us? I know,
Yeah.
that's so sad.
Well, she's entertaining. I'm not.
Oh, you are.
Kidding. Yeah, don't even. He's not.
No, but that's why I love her so much, because she has no filter. She just
You know what? He's lying. There's no love. He says stuff like that, and then people are like, "Oh, he's such a nice husband. Oh, look at him talking about how he loves her."
I was right. There's no filter. I told you.
I know. I tell the truth.
Well, I have some questions for you.
Okay.
And so the first question is, what made you change your name from what it was before Freakin Frugal?
Oh, right. We did have a different channel name. Trying to think of what the name was. What was our name before?
Something for real people.
Yeah. Financial freedom for real people.
Because you were going to give tips and things.
Right. Because when I started the channel, it was just this general frugality channel, and I wanted to give lots of frugal tips, but also some basic education on certain like macroeconomics theories that I felt people should know about. And, you know, for real people, not like, there shouldn't just be rich people who are financially free.
Right.
So that was the idea. But eventually it just sort of, the channel morphed more and more into the dumpster diving. And I don't know, I mean, my older daughter came up with Freakin Frugal, so I just switched it basically. I don't know.
Yeah. It showed when some of the videos were getting 100, 200 views, and then a dumpster diving video would get 4,000 views. So then we try another one.
Right,
and
but the
then
name has nothing to do with dumpster diving.
No, but that's why it morphed into not.
Yeah, the channel did. But I think the name change was earlier. It was just better. Just a better name.
Was you going to incorporate couponing into that or no?
Yeah, I did. Excuse me, now I'm burping up strawberry smoothie. Wouldn't that be fun if I just like projectile vomited pink smoothie all over you?
On the screen it'd be great.
It would be a vision. We did have a bunch. Yes, there were a lot of couponing videos in the beginning because I did a lot of extreme couponing. But then our biggest grocery store changed their policy on coupons, and now it's kind of like not even worth.
I know.
Trouble,
and we also decided, why pay for something when we get it for free?
Right.
Have you ever seen any of her videos on couponing? She has huge lists, and she
reading receipts.
Yeah, and
yeah.
it'd be like $4, and I was
$4
so
is
happy.
a lot. That's not true. It's like 12 cents.
Or 12.
Yeah, I was an extreme couponer too, and I think a lot of us that were extreme couponers that got into dumpster diving, we were like, I'd rather get it for free.
Right, exactly. And why take the time to print the coupons and I mean, it's
yeah.
If there's no dumpster diving, it's great because you get stuff for free with extreme couponing. But if you can just walk up to a dumpster and get it for free,
and you have to wait in lines because no one knows how to do that, and then you spend half your day in ShopRite when you can just go to the back for 5 minutes.
Yep.
Backdoor shopping, the best way.
Hey.
Yeah. I'm not giving it out.
Oh, God.
Okay, so what made you start your YouTube channel?
Well, we started it in the summer of. I started it. It's mine. He's just a guest star. He's my Ethel to my Lucy. Okay, he has his own channel. Because everybody's always like, let him talk. I'm like, he can talk on his own damn channel. He doesn't need to talk on my channel.
You want to know why I don't talk? Go watch my channel.
Right.
You'll know exactly why.
It was the summer of 2017, and he was having a surgery.
Mm-hmm.
So I ended up taking 6 months off of work to be home with him to like take care of him. And
the children.
And the children.
Because
More so the children.
Yeah.
And so anyway, I had only been watching YouTube videos at that point for maybe a year or two. I don't go way back in YouTube. Like I didn't even know what it was for a long time. And I'd been watching a lot of frugality videos, and I got to the point where I thought, they're not really giving me the
answers.
Like the extreme. I want like really extreme frugal tips. Like they're all just like, oh, bring your lunch to work with you. Make your own cup of coffee. And it's like, well, freaking duh. Yeah, I've been doing that for 25 years. Like I want the extreme, like crazy frugal stuff.
Change my life.
Right. And I wasn't really getting it. So I thought I'll just make my own channel and I'll just give the extreme stuff. So that's why it started, because I was home from work with the surgery. And so then we just started. And then I ended up, after 6 months, I had to go back to work, which was horrifying. And then in November of 2018, then I just quit that job entirely and just do the YouTube now full time.
Okay. Let me see if there's anything. Now, can y'all see the chat at all or no?
No.
Okay.
It's probably good because people leave us the meanest comments. So mean.
I know. I was watching some old
That's
videos.
why we never go live. live because I don't like all the comments.
Well, good. I will be over here. Hey, Tina from Striving from the Simple Life. Welcome in. Trying to make sure I have moderators in here to
Keep away the
make
mean
sure.
people.
Yes, and to say hi to people and greet them because God forbid somebody think I ignored them.
You know, I don't care about mean people. They can
Because they love you. They're mean to me. They hate
No,
me.
because it's someone you can be nice to and turn them around. We had a mean neighbor. Oh God, she was mean all the time. She would just be rotten every time she bought. Your dog's barked too much, like every time. So I would say, "Hi, good morning."
You killed her
good
with
morning.
kindness.
She and I are like best friends now. Just,
Oh, okay.
it gives you a challenge. The more nicer people, the better.
That's true.
The more mean people you
Well,
need, the better.
no, the more nicer. You have to bring the mean people, convert them.
Nice try.
Yeah, so
Nice try, Pollyanna. Can you hear us okay? Because we're kind of far away from the iPad.
Yeah, I can hear you. Yeah. Okay, so who does the editing?
Me.
she's awesome at editing.
He doesn't do it. He does it for his clock videos on his own channel, but for for Freakin Frugal, it's all me.
Okay. So
Like, nothing ever matches up when
what is your biggest score, or what do you feel like your biggest score you have gotten?
That Walmart score was a big one that time. We in about when was that? No, when was that?
You mean
It doesn't matter.
I don't know about dollar wise, but I found a Bowflex, a full Bowflex in 4 large boxes, still in the boxes. They were cut open and then taped up and said returned, damaged, but there's nothing wrong. A huge Bowflex. It was like a $1,200 one.
Wow.
Yeah, I don't use it, obviously. You can tell.
Just you hang clothes on it.
Up to my chin or something, maybe.
Yeah. I think in terms of just the huge food hauls, and we did have a really huge one the other day from Dollar Tree Dumpster, which that video is coming out in a day or two.
Crazy.
But I look back on that that Walmart one we did a year or two ago. That it's like our video that got the most views. Though there's like nothing special about that video at all. It's just like we happened to go to Walmart, but it got a lot of views. But we got a lot out of that dumpster. I mean, I think their freezer must have gone down or something because it was a lot of frozen foods. It was November, so it was still cold in the Northeast, but the stuff had thawed out, but it was still fine. Everything was fine, but we got just a huge volume of food.
Yeah, we just got one the other day with cases of everything. The cases of hot dogs, cases of
full cases of stuff from Dollar Tree that they just thrown right in the dumpster.
Yeah, I've had that happen to me.
I know. You look and you say, I can't believe it. This is great. It just makes your day.
Let her talk.
Oh.
Yeah, I did the same at Dollar Tree. That got so much stuff. I was like calling people I'm like, my deep freezer is full. Who can I,
Right. It's like who needs 80 containers of cream cheese at one time? It's like it's a lot.
Right. So when did you feel like your dumpster diving channel like really took off?
I don't feel it yet. Don't feel like it has yet. We're waiting for that.
We compare. I don't. She compares herself to other dumpster diving channels, and she thinks that they're doing better. But
and it makes her angry because she's petty and competitive.
Well, she puts a lot of time. You probably do too. You know what it's like, but she will put a whole day into editing. To clip down an hour into 4 or 5 minutes, and then it'll be like 15,000 views maybe, which is a lot, but still, come on, you couldn't get it up to 1 million on that one.
I know. Like every video, I'm thinking like, this is the good one. This is the one that's going to go viral, and then it doesn't. It's like, so
right.
And you think maybe it's the title, maybe it's the picture. Like, you never know.
Yeah.
I mean, the channel is doing well, and it's growing steadily. Everybody says like when you hit a certain number of subscribers, it's going to grow exponentially all of a sudden. But mine doesn't. It's at a very steady rate of growing subscriber wise. It's not exponential, and so it's growing, and I appreciate that. And it's good enough that we're surviving with me not going to my other job, but. You know how it is. It's so unpredictable with your income. So there are some months, like last November, we did so well. So I was like, oh, here we go. Like,
Yeah.
our
Yeah.
Rockefellers, like, we are taking over.
Yeah.
Like, finally, we hit the big time.
Mm-hmm.
And then December was like, okay. And then January was way down. Then I was like, what the hell? My channel's tanking. Like, what is going on?
Right.
And there's like a lot more money put into advertising leading up to the Christmas holiday, which I didn't really realize. And then in January, it's just like, you know, the views were kind of consistent. The income was way down. So it's like,
yeah.
I never know. But
I think sometimes people don't realize that, I mean, dumpster diving videos, it's a job. You know, you're really working at it. And every month you have to hit that threshold or you don't get paid. Like,
right. Well, a lot of diving channels do it once a week or once every couple of weeks. She's putting them out every day.
Yeah.
Well, right now we're doing it every other day, but like November, December, we were putting them out every day.
Yeah.
But I mean, you know, they're bigger channels that get 500,000 views for a video. We don't, so they can afford to just do a couple of videos a week.
I know.
We don't get
to get there.
I know, and we want that.
Yeah, we want
really
that.
do.
We do. We want that.
Yeah, I bribe people. I do it. I have giveaways every week.
I know. We beg people
Jeff,
to watch
figure out
us.
if you know what the answer is. Let us know.
Yeah.
Right.
Any advice you have.
And just like when you talked about, you know, editing all day and working on it, and then you go in your analytics and see they only be there for maybe 10 minutes, and you're like, really?
Yeah, that pisses me off too. Because people will ask, they'll be like, oh, do longer videos. So then I'll put up a longer video that's like 20 minutes long and that average view time, 5 minutes. And
Yes.
So there you go. You wanted a longer video, but you didn't bother to watch it.
No.
No.
Or some funny things happen 10 minutes into it. And like
wait for the good stuff. Yeah.
Right. That's true. Okay. Another question. What is your favorite place to dumpster dive and why?
Well, for me, it's Aldi. Because there's always, almost all, unless you get there right after the garbage truck has come, there's always food and there's always fresh fruit and vegetable. And there's just always free food. And there's nothing I like more in the world than free food. My whole life.
Yeah.
What do you like? Do you like curbside shopping better?
I happen to like finding things.
Like household items?
No, household or tools. Like everything I have here, practically everything we own is from dumpster diving. We have TVs. We have huge big screen TVs, like 7 or 8 of them. That's from dumpster diving.
But is that more from like trash day when people are putting out their garbage, or is that actual dumpster?
Yeah.
So which do you like better? Like actual store dumpsters or garbage? You don't know.
This is the stuff she normally edits out, where my mind just goes blank.
I get a sentence out.
I happen to
Staples for a while was really good.
Staples
There was a Staples can be good, but Aldi's very consistent.
Yes,
I happen to like Aldi a lot. Right?
Yeah, I think most dumpster divers, when it comes to food, is wanting Aldi's. Aldi's.
You like Aldi too?
Yes, I do. And every once in a while you'll get some merchandise in there too, and you're like,
yes. Recently, there was a lot of clothing. Remember that?
Yeah,
there was tons of clothing.
I just got 2 plants.
I bet they're gonna get a lot of plants now. I bet with like house plants and stuff. Some really nice New Guinea impatiens you got. Just need a little water.
Still in the wrapper. And then I went to another Aldi. You'll see it coming up in a few days, I guess. And the manager came out and he said, first time ever, and he said, "Oh, you got to put that stuff back." I said, "Okay, I'm sorry, you know." So he decides to try and help me. He's taking the stuff out of my car
from a different Aldi dumpster.
From a different Aldi dumpster. I said, "Sir, that's not from here." He said, "I know, but it's Aldi stuff." So he's taking it out.
Oh,
why
no.
do you care? Like, why do you care?
Yeah. I knew I could go back again, so I didn't bother. I was just nice all the time, the whole time.
Yeah, he's always nice.
Oh, gosh. Guys, thank y'all for being here. I see y'all all in the chat. Make sure you thumbs up this video. Hey, Crystal. Jackie, welcome in, y'all. We have 76 watching.
Yay!
Okay. Amy, do you miss being a social worker?
Yes, in some ways, but not really. I don't miss going to that job, working for the state. It was working with the families was great, and doing the actual social work I really loved. So being a social worker, like I miss doing social work, but working for a large state bureaucracy, like I don't miss that. I don't miss all like the politics of it and the BS and how like the people in charge are very hyper reactive to anything going super wrong. So like if there's a child death in the state and let's say the family had an open case and we were involved, you know, kids aren't supposed to die if we're like involved in their case, right? So it becomes like a big deal and everybody freaks out. And so then they'll come up with some new policy like, well, here's this policy. All of a sudden, everybody's going to do this. And here are 5 new pieces of paperwork you have to do. And that'll solve this problem. So we won't have kids die.
Which it doesn't.
And it doesn't solve the problem, but it just makes it so much harder for the people actually doing the work. You know, the high upper people run it, but they haven't been in the field in a long time. So they don't really know, or they're just not in touch with what it's like to do the work. And it's that just, yeah, it was just irritating. It was hard working for a state bureaucracy, but the actual social work itself, I miss. I like that. And I had supervised for about 11 years. In fact, when I went on that, why are you flicking me? Am I saying something wrong?
Ask Amy what she does for a living. No. Cool. I like this.
Okay. So when I went on that leave in 2017 when he had his surgery and I started the channel, I had a supervisor. And then when it was time to go back, like I said, I was really dreading going back.
Right.
I want to go back. So I spoke to someone who was like way, you know, like my boss's boss's boss. And I said, basically, can I come back as a worker instead of a supervisor? Like, can you demote me, basically?
Right.
Like, I'll go back to just being a regular field worker. And because supervising in so many ways just stinks. Because you're in charge of what other people do, but you can't make people do what they aren't going to do. And I missed being an actual social worker. And I said, like, if the income, I don't mind if it goes down a little bit. I mean, because you would make less if you're not a supervisor anymore. But if I can still afford to live, like, I'll take the demotion. And so they worked it out, and it wasn't that much less per month. And I took the demotion, and I went back as just a regular worker. So then maybe for the next year before I quit the job entirely, I was just a regular worker again. And I loved that. I loved just being a social worker again. And it kind of made me remember how I got into the field because I wanted to be a social worker. I didn't want to be an administrator. I didn't want to move up the hierarchy. I mean, I don't have that kind of job ambition.
Very empathetic. She just wanted to help people.
Yeah. So I do miss that part. And the bread. So when we find a ton of bread like that, we eat it, we put it in the freezer, we give it to people we know, and then we donate it. There's a soup kitchen we donate. That's most of where we donate food to. So yeah.
We try and plow through as much as we can. Each kind of bread, especially at Panera, has a great purpose. You know.
No, but I'm thinking about that Aldi one. Remember when the whole dumpster was full? That was 200 loaves of bread. Like,
wow.
Yeah, it was 200 loaves of bread.
The whole dumpster was piled with bread.
I've been wanting to go to my Panera, but it's their dumpsters right in front of their driveway window. And I'm like,
after hours or before hours, that's the only way.
That's like every CVS. All CVS dumpsters are like right across
by the
drive-through pharmacy. Like it's the pharmacist's job to fill prescriptions and keep an eye on the dumpster. And
I
find that very irritating. Like, can't
it is.
Move it around the back a little bit?
Right? Okay, let's see. Do you think your girls will be as frugal as y'all are when they grow up?
What do you think?
That's a good one.
That is a good question.
I can tell you they do understand what we do and they enjoy it as much as we do. When things come in, they know we're going to get
free stuff,
food, and a lot of times we get toys and clothes. So they look forward to it.
I think they definitely understand the principles of frugality, and I think they could utilize them. I mean, in a way,
I'm going to say no. Don't take it from me because I'm terrible.
At recording?
I'm absolutely terrible.
Yeah, my tip in recording your dives is
let her do it.
Don't have him do it. Yeah, he can't hold the camera steady.
I try.
And I'll get back to the other question and finish that. But we use our phones to film, right? So you have your phone in the mode of like it's in selfie mode, so I'm filming and I can see myself, or you flip it around and what I see is everything else. So when I film myself talking, I switch it to like selfie mode and I can see but he doesn't. He still has it in the mode of looking at other stuff, and he turns the phone around. So then he's usually like filming like up his nose or too close because he can't see the screen.
And I don't wear my glasses while I'm doing it. These are just readers. I can't see now. So I can't see what's on the screen anyway. So it's shaking. It's
not focused. And oh my God. So editing that stuff, like he'll come back from diving, especially with the virus since we've been home. He's been doing the diving, and I really haven't done much in a couple weeks.
I know.
We need to go.
So
I know. I'm going through withdrawal, and I'm a little depressed about it.
You should get a buddy. I don't know. Do you have a buddy, a dumpster diving buddy?
I went through 2 of them. Yeah, the thing is, when you're not a couple and you just have a friend or something, sometimes they like to find out where you go, and then they seriously like to go when you're not.
Treachery.
It doesn't take long to train them.
That is wrong. Back to the kids. I want to say, like, I think to have the frugal knowledge and the tips and the way of life, in a way, I'm kind of hoping. I don't know if this is going to sound wrong. Like, in a way, I don't want them to have to be that frugal. Like, I don't want them to be so poor that they have to be that frugal,
right.
But that they will be just because it's smart to be. Like, why make, don't waste money that you don't have to waste.
Right.
That's a lot of what we teach them also. It's not just dumpster diving. It's being appreciative of what you have, right. And how many millions and billions of people have less than we have.
Right.
So
right.
Appreciate that. And the more you can get for free, you can put your money in the bank. You can save for college.
I basically try to teach them, which they don't really totally get, but that your income is what it is. You have this pot of money, and then like this massive chunk of it is going to go for your mortgage and taxes.
Right.
So you only have this like tiny little bit left for everything else. So when you say, oh, I want to go buy a new JoJo Siwa bow, or I want like new sneakers, you're picking away at that little bit of money you have left, and then you tell me you want to go to Disney World. Well, there's no money left for Disney World because you wanted a bunch of stupid JoJo paraphernalia. So you have to be careful about what you choose to spend the money on, or if you're going to keep the lights on, because nobody in this house will turn lights off. No, you don't. No, you don't. No, you don't. Oh my God, no, he doesn't.
I could tell you stories that would make your skin crawl.
Skin crawl. Your skin crawl.
That's like hot water while she's rinsing something. Hot. And then she walks away and she goes something into the refrigerator and she starts making something. And the hot water's still running because she's rinsing off. I said, you do that for a reason? Well, I'm rinsing something. Don't bother me.
If I'm washing the dishes,
you wash them your way.
Yeah, I wash them my way. You want to take over?
It's like $100 to wash the dishes.
That is not true.
Oh gosh.
That's another thing. He's a pathological liar, but people believe him because they think I'm the crazy wacko, so they don't believe the truth. I'm a truth teller. He is a pathological liar, and that is the truth.
Oh God.
That's what we did with the candy.
Oh, the candy. We donated a ton of that. He ate a lot. Yeah.
I ate a lot. I hid a lot.
You hid some of that?
I may have. I don't think I did. So but we donated a lot.
I took a ton of that to the Trent Soup Kitchen. Yeah, that's our soup kitchen.
Okay, let's see.
But he did
I have
a lot.
problem
You ate a
with
lot.
It was like certain sugars. I'm just addicted to it.
It was like he never had a Rolo before, and he tried one and fell in love. So plowed through those.
And then when I have one, I have all of them. So and then I get a headache from all the sugar. It's a downward spiral. So I try and avoid it, but
you don't.
Okay, I don't try and avoid it.
Not at all. There's no trying.
What software do you use for editing?
What's it called? Movie Maker?
Yeah, just
Movie Maker. It's a really old computer, and it's whatever was on it.
Mm-hmm.
It's a really old form of Movie Maker. And I tried to put it onto my laptop so I could edit just laying around in bed to make the whole process. It's like, don't get out of bed unless you absolutely have to. But all the new versions of Movie Maker were much more complicated that you could download for free. And I was like, no, I want the old, simple one. I don't want to learn anything new.
I did find one. I found 2 of them at Staples last week.
Like discs?
Editing. Corel or something like that.
Oh, wow.
What do you use?
I use WeVideo.
I have no idea.
It's an online one.
Is it free? Can you get it?
They have a free course of it, but then like during Christmas, they had a 50% off sale. And so I got it for the year. So
okay.
Yeah, it was pretty cheap.
Yeah.
So,
whatever Microsoft thing, I guess, was already on the computer. Maybe, I don't know.
So
I used to do it. Back a couple years ago, YouTube had like an editing thing, and you could use that. And then they got rid of it, and that made me really mad because like I have to learn something new. I don't want to learn something new.
Right.
Like, I understood it. I got it. I don't like change.
So where did your frugalness come from?
I'd say from necessity.
Poverty.
From the poverty, yes. For me, like, I mean, like my dad was a doctor. I grew up in northern Jersey in a fairly affluent setting. My mom didn't have to work, and I went to private school and summer camp. Like we weren't rich, but we did okay. And as a grown up, as a social worker for the state, what are you doing? Why are you like snickering in my ear?
We're rich.
Do you need to go in another room?
Yeah, better.
No, we weren't rich. Affluent, I would say, like comfortable.
Let's compare you to me.
Well, richer than your family was, yes.
Okay.
But so as a social worker for the state, I wasn't making the kind of money my dad made as a doctor with a private practice. And so, but I'm still living in New Jersey, which is a very expensive state. Like our property taxes are very high. Our car insurance is very high. Like everything's like really high here. So I still and I'm raising my child as a single mom, my older daughter. So I wanted her to still have a decent life, and I wanted her to be able to go to summer camp and go to private school, but I didn't have the money for that. So I had to get a lot more creative and learn how to apply for financial aid and just be really cheap with the things, like wherever you can save money, you save. So came from me being a single mom. What about you, Frugal Daddy? Where did you get? He's not as frugal as I am, but go ahead.
I just like things. I like nice things, and I can't afford nice things. Well,
he used to be able to.
I used to be able to, but since I can, I would look and find things like a vacuum. I'd buy a cheap vacuum, $100 one at Bissell somewhere from like Kmart or something, and then I'd go find an Auric or a Dyson, like $600-700. Ooh, okay, I'll just work on that, and I constantly upgrade by dumpster diving. So I get a lot. I live much higher than what my means allows.
Yeah, that's true.
So
we live
a much better lifestyle
than the money we make. Yeah. You would think. Yeah. When I first started working for the New Jersey Division of Child Protection, whatever the heck it was called then, it was in 2000, and I had just finished my master's in social work, and my starting salary was $28,000. And that was the most I had ever earned. And that was not a high salary in New Jersey in the year 2000.
No,
even though it was 20 years ago.
Yeah,
I mean, that was not, but that was like the most I had ever earned. Because I never had like high paying jobs, and I spent a lot of time in grad school. And, social work doesn't pay a lot. And I've been a teacher, and that doesn't pay a lot. And a few years after I started, they bumped up the beginning salary. So I think now like the beginning salaries might be like $45,000 or something. I mean, it's in the realm of social work, it's pretty decent pay, but in the realm of New Jersey, it's not huge. And so I was raising my daughter, and I remember just being with other people at the office. I would see people go out for lunch every day or go out and buy coffee. And I always was kind of operating under the principle of opportunity cost, which in economics means if you choose to spend your money on one thing, you don't have it to spend on something else. So like, what's the cost to you? Like, what's the opportunity you're losing? So as a single mother with just this little pot of money, I would think, well, if I go out to lunch with you and we go to Chinese buffet and I spend $5 and eat a lot of food and get my Diet Coke included, okay, that's great. Or I could take that $5 and go to the market and buy like a nice big hunk of hamburger meat and cook out with my daughter and do something nice with her. Or like the friends in my unit would like once a year go down to Atlantic City and then stay overnight and gamble. And they were like, yeah, let's get away from our kids. Let's just go like, and I never went. I mean, it got to the point they didn't invite me anymore, which made me sad because I thought, no, I'm not going to show up. You can still invite me. Like, I'm never going to come. I wanted to be with my daughter. I didn't want to escape my child. And I was like, I'm not going to spend the money to do that. And I could take her to a movie or take her into a show in New York or go to a museum or just buy her food or whatever. So
that would naturally lead into dumpster diving when you're so cheap that you don't want to spend anything.
Yeah, I don't want to spend money on anything anymore.
When you see something nicer than what you have on the side of the road,
right,
on the back of a dumpster, you're like we drive by dumpsters. We drove by Target, and I saw just a little bit of a handlebar. It was a brand new bicycle. Like,
Wow.
okay, my daughter has a used bike. Now she has a brand new one.
Yeah.
Right.
I
Right.
mean, I wish we'd started dumpster diving 30 years ago. Like, and I felt the same thing with extreme couponing. When I was extreme couponing,
Mhm.
I mean, I have such like a hoarder supply of toothpaste that I got for free with extreme couponing, so,
Right.
like hundreds. And I thought, I used to spend money on toothpaste. Like that pisses me off. I
Right.
don't laundry detergent, shampoo, all that stuff. I can't believe I spent money for that all those years. When
Yes.
but extreme couponing is not what it used to be, obviously.
No, it's not. Guys, thank you for being in the chat. We have 95 right now. We was up to 100 people in here. Now the host, which is me, is the one that's kind of punching the buttons up when you see the questions on there. I am missing some questions on here. Don't think I'm doing it intentionally. I'm paying attention to my guests on here.
Because they won't shut up. They just won't shut up.
You know how it just scrolls on the side on my computer?
Oh, yeah.
We did it once, and
Once or
it was
twice.
it was a nightmare. And then we just forgot what we were doing, and I just similar to every other day of my life. And we're just rambling, and then we're not paying attention. It's tough.
It's hard to keep up.
Right. So Sue Ann says
Oh,
she
nice.
donated. Yeah.
Wow, that is
Oh,
really nice.
yes. You know, our Ollie's is always locked.
Yeah.
Isn't that drag?
Yeah.
It used to not be, but it is now. Our local Ollie's.
Okay. So tell me, what's the worst experience at the dumpster?
To me, it's anytime we get caught by someone who works in the store, because they're so mean about it, and they make it like it's such a personal issue for them, particularly all the employees.
Mhm.
You know, and they tell us to leave, whatever, and we'll leave. Like, we don't like get into an argument, but they're just so snotty about it. And I don't like confrontation. It makes me feel like I'm in junior high and I'm getting in trouble and I'm being sent to the principal's office.
Mm.
So I hate that. Like, I'm not afraid of police. I don't care if I step in like a foot of like slimy dumpster water. Like, to me, like the dirtiness of it, none of that bothers me, because like you know, I'm washable. Everything's washable. I don't care about that. I've realized I can get into a dumpster and out of it. So now I'm not really afraid of getting stuck, because I can get out. So it's really just the confrontation with employees that just like, I dread it.
Mine happened just. Sorry
days
to
ago.
cut you off. I was poking
No,
at
you
the-
didn't cut me off. That's fine.
Mine happened a few days ago, a couple weeks ago. It was really windy. I was behind a Target.
Oh, that was a good one.
And I thought, let me get this bright idea, because she tells me all the time my every video shakes. So I got this little thing that clips onto the side of the dumpster. So I clipped it on, and it's one of the big dumpsters. I couldn't even. Yeah, I couldn't flip the dumpster lid over. It was so high. I had to push it with my grabber. So it's really windy, and I hooked the thing on. My phone, I get it all focused on what's in there. I climb in, and as I do, the wind kicks up, and the lid flops over, hits me in the head, takes my phone with it, and it just shot it somewhere. I don't know, and you can hear me say, "Hi, phone. Please, phone, if you're anywhere near me, please."
Where are you? I'm coming to find you.
And the worst thing was, I had to go through everything. Luckily, I had a box cutter for some strange reason.
And it was dark. It was getting dark.
It was and the phone was dying, so I knew. So here I am. I tried to move everything over to the one side, the dumpster stuff, and now everything was in there. And then I didn't find it. And then I'm like, oh God, now where is it? It's got to be on the other side. So then I start moving all the stuff to the other side, and then the back corner, and then the other corner. Oh, I forgot to tell you, there was an inch of water in. Yeah, so I'm thinking my phone's already wet. So, but amazingly, I find, and I swear I was crying to myself. I just can't take this anymore. Why can't I just find it, please? And then there it was inside a box. It slid in sideways.
Wow.
And I got about 3 or 4 minutes of it, and you get to see how it comes crashing down and gets flung around. That was probably the worst I've ever had.
Because it was dark.
Yeah,
You had to find
so
it.
frustrating.
And you know, when it's dark, like
I wasn't giving
the
up.
phone is the flashlight, basically.
Right.
So then it's like, now I'm just in the dark.
In the dark,
I
fumbling.
couldn't give up. If I went home and ate or something, who knows if the garbage men came, I wouldn't have my phone.
Right. And I wouldn't let him get a new one. So what's the worst thing you've had happen?
Let me see. I don't know. I had never been caught, knock on wood.
You are lucky.
um, I don't know. I think the worst thing for me, well, it probably would have been comical if I had videotaped it, but it was a hot summer day and I was sweating and I was going to dumpsters and I went to Michael's dumpster. And when I went to the Michael's dumpster and I moved the box, you know how they have the multicolored feathers that be in there? I moved the box, feathers went all over me. I'm looking like this big bird.
Oh my God.
And I was just like, oh my good. I was pulling feathers all off and I
Oh
was
my
sticky and
gosh.
I had feathers all in the car. So I was like, that would have been comical to other people, but to me, I was just like, I was too through. It was it.
And those are the things you remember.
Yeah.
Okay. So do you still go to the CSA farm to get any of your fruits and vegetables?
We haven't belonged to that in two or three summers. I used to, like before I met Frugal Daddy, we moved to the current house. I lived in a condo and I had a little flower garden, but I couldn't really grow vegetables. I had a deck, so I'd have like a pot of tomatoes and stuff. So back then I joined the CSA farm like summer after summer after summer for 5 or 6 years. And since we moved to this house, we have a big yard. So I've gone back and forth between trying to grow my own vegetables and then realizing I'm terrible at growing vegetables. I'll just join the CSA farm.
But you don't realize that till the end of the summer when nothing comes out.
Yeah, when you have
you're
like,
waiting all summer for your tomatoes to actually turn.
yeah, and you've got
But then you have woodchucks that in one day they just take everything.
Oh, that's happened to us a bunch of times.
So,
Oh, wow.
Yeah, and we have a good animal trap now for the woodchucks and possums and skunks and everything. But
so much work.
the CSA farm was kind of near where I used to work. So on my 1 day a week where it was my day to pick up, I would like go in my lunch hour and go over to the farm and get my stuff. Now that I'm not working there, it's kind of like too far away, and it's also, even though it's a good deal if you're working and you have an income and you're used to buying food, it's a great deal on organic food if you're used to buying food. But if you want food for free, then it's kind of like, well, why are we paying for this? And now I'm back to, and then you get food, free vegetables in the dumpster, so I'm ready for it.
Right.
And now, so now I'm just back to, I just try to grow my own stuff. But the other day I was out in the garden trying to rip all the dead tomato vines from last fall that I never did anything with. And I found some carrots I hadn't harvested yet, so I was pulling those up and trying to pull up the weeds and everything. I'm just thinking, yep, it's going to be another summer of working hard in this garden and getting nothing for it. But okay.
Yes. Let's see. What do you do with your dumpster finds that is not food?
It depends what it is. We don't hoard. We hoard food. He hoards. I like the stuff that we find, like if it's merchandise, is it clothing or household merchandise or a lamp or a vacuum or whatever. I mean, you sort of assess, like, do I want this? Do I need it?
Right.
And if not, we donate. Most of our donations go to the Vietnam vets.
Okay.
And again, when I used to be going to work, I'd pass by this thrift store every day, twice. So I dropped my donations off there to the vets. But now that the women's shelter too. Now they pick up at the home. I mean, so many charities will pick up at your home. So we just have them come basically every week. Not during the virus, they're not. But so, for example, we'll sometimes dumpster dive at our local thrift store. And they get so many donations, they end up throwing away clothing all the time that doesn't sell. So we'll take that clothing and we'll go through it. Once in a while, we find stuff that we like. It's like, oh, I could use a new sweater. Okay. But most of that, then we just donate on, so it gets another chance to be sold. So either the Vietnam vets or the women's shelter. Like when I found all that makeup, like the women's shelter. And then there's another charity that helps homeless people get housed. So once they're into an apartment, they need everything. I mean, everything you would need, clothing and furniture and housewares. So a lot of that we donate to them as well. Like
then
furniture.
They could go shopping in the store for free.
Yeah.
Oh, that's good. Okay. Where do you see your YouTube channel in the next 5 years?
I pray to God Almighty it grows and it supports us, because I quit my job and I can't go back.
The main thing is health insurance. I mean, you take it for granted when you've worked 30 years and always had health insurance, but when you don't, and you have to shop for it and figure out all that stuff, the paperwork and the choices and the money.
Right. Yeah. I mean, I pay out of pocket now for a health insurance policy through Obamacare, and it's a lot. It's a lot of money. And it's like, oh, I'm glad we're not sick. But in a way, I kind of feel like, well, can't I just get hit by a car or something? Like, I want to use this health insurance. Like, I'm paying so much money every month and we're not using it at all.
I know.
It's
I don't even
ridiculous.
go to the doctor. I have ailments, but I just don't go. It's too hard to figure. I end up paying out of pocket most of the time just because I can't figure it out.
Right. Right.
He's making stuff up there.
No.
But, okay. So
my insurance hasn't paid anything.
I know I pay the bills when they come in. Your doctor sends
okay,
bills.
then maybe I do pay. I just didn't know it.
Here we go. We got a question on here.
Yeah, in the next 5 years, I just hope it continues to grow and we just make enough money to like do okay.
That's a good one. That's a good question.
No, we should be, but we're not.
Well, we are, but we don't really worry about it because
we don't act on that.
Because bugs are kind of obvious, and I mean, I know
we maybe have just been lucky. We might have been really lucky.
In my house, I know when the milk is spoiled. I smell the milk if I buy it from Walmart. Every time I open the fridge, I smell it just to make sure.
Right, but that's not bugs.
No, but bugs is the same way. When you look, you don't
always.
I know, but you recognize, oh, that doesn't look right, or that's brown, which should be red, or the package is blown up, or
right, that's food. But I'm thinking in terms of like clothing.
Like
when we bring clothing from the thrift store dumpster, it could have bed bugs, and there have been big bed bug issues in New Jersey, and we've never had a problem with it. But sometimes I just I don't even think about it. I just forget about I'm just living in La La Land, and he brings the clothing in, and I'm just digging through it, and I'm trying it on, and whatever.
Yeah, she tells me, I said it's going to rain, and she said, well, I'll just bring it inside.
Right, and then sometimes I'm like, don't bring that in, there might be bed bugs, don't bring it in, and then I forget that bed bugs exist for a while, and then we just bring it in. But we've been really lucky that we've never had an issue with bugs. Thank you. Because if I got a bed bug in my house, I'd have to burn the house to the ground. I would need, I'd freak out. Have you ever had bugs? Have you ever had issue with bugs?
One time I seen this little toddler bed, and it was at a trailer park, but it looked just so cute and everything, and I was like, oh. So I brought it home, and thank goodness I have just brought it in my doorway, and I was like, oh, well, let me look, and right along the trim there was some. I was like, I quit
out the door. Yeah.
And I'm like,
I'm just better off not bringing it in the house.
Yeah.
Yes.
Do everything outside, stir it up a little.
Yes. I had just brought it in my doorway. Other than that, ever since then, I have always checked anything. And I'm picky on where I'll get anything from now. So I have another question. On one of your videos, and this was a while back, but you said that it was really highly populated in New Jersey and you would love to move. Had you thought about that anymore, or you
moving?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
She thinks about it every day.
Yeah, I'm always thinking about moving. It's just too expensive here. The taxes are so high. For what benefit? So many people, I grew up in Northern Jersey, so many people up there commute into New York City. So there's sort of a reason for them to live in New Jersey because they're New York workers who don't live in New York. And my dad's a doctor and he worked locally, so that wasn't us. But that was, that region. And for us now, we're in Central Jersey, and we still live in Jersey because my dad passed away. My mom is still alive, and she's in her early 90s. She still lives in the home I grew up in. So I feel like, well, we can't leave New Jersey while she's still alive. Not that we even see her that often. We're terrible. I would be a very devoted daughter, but
I love your mother.
He is my mother. I married my mother.
I would go up there every weekend if I could.
Well, go ahead. You have a good time with her. But
with you.
I feel like we can't leave.
You.
We can't.
She wants to see you, not me.
Nah, she doesn't. We can't move to Vermont or wherever. We can't be that far away while she's still alive, right?
Well,
but so then you think, okay, well, she won't be alive forever. I don't know. I want to move to New England. I went to college in New England, and I want there to be snow for the kids in the winter. And we're concerned about global warming. This winter, we had no winter in New Jersey. It was just bizarre. No snow at all. And I'm concerned about sea levels rising, and we live near the river. I'm afraid our property will get flooded. Even if it's not in our lifetime, but in 100 years, I feel like we need to get a good piece of property that's that's way above sea level,
Mhm.
has a good fresh water supply. So like our great-great-grandchildren, they'll be able to survive when the whole world's falling apart because the sea levels are rising and New York's underwater, and like Canadian Rockies, like go uphill. And so anyway, I always think about going there. So I think about it constantly. Like I'll go on the computer and look at properties in Maine or
Mhm.
properties in Vermont. Then I have to look at the local laws, like, well, is dumpster diving allowed there? Because
Right.
obviously we have to find a state where you dumpster dive. So we still think about it a lot. But then because some people in the family are hoarders and have so much junk, I think, well, we'll never be able to move because what are we going to do with all the junk?
I could leave it all in a heartbeat.
Well, leave it today. Take it out to the curb right now and
Well,
leave
that's
it.
not leaving it.
Leave it. Leave it. Because it's just,
It's
because
useful.
moving is such a pain in the neck, and it's like packing up all our crap again. I was like,
Right.
maybe I'll just die in this house and let the kids have to deal with it.
Yeah. We paid like almost $15,000, I think, in taxes here.
Wow.
And
Property
just
taxes.
right across the river, I'm looking at Pennsylvania, and I paid $1,200
A year?
a year for taxes.
Wow.
I know. I have a
insane.
viewer in Maine who told me she paid like $500 a year for property taxes. I'm like, that's not even a month for us. Like it's crazy here. And sometimes I feel like our town doesn't have a really great tax base, and so we're like, we're putting the bill for the whole police department or something.
Right.
And we can't afford it. Like they think, obviously, they think we can, but we can't.
Right. Okay, well, that is all of my questions. And usually what I do with my guests is have them to tell the viewers what your channel is about. And so go ahead and let them know what your channel, just because they knew and they live under a rock and they've never heard of you.
How would they not know?
Right.
Okay, so the channel's called Freakin Frugal, and it's in general a frugality channel. Lots of videos on frugal recipes and frugal tips, like how to save on your electric bill and how to save on laundry and how to cook this really cheap meal.
Yeah, and my haircuts, every one of my haircuts.
His haircuts. So a lot of those videos, but as he said before, our videos that make us the most money and get the most views are the dumpster diving videos. So we hardly do any of those other frugal videos anymore because they take as much work, but
Right.
you know what I mean? Like they don't bring any money.
You got to hear. Well,
So
excuse me
it's
for
now it's
interrupting.
mostly
You have to hear
dumpster
this
diving.
one. I have a friend who her son watches us and loves us, and she said that he actually clicks the dislike button or the thumbs down button every time it's not a dumpster diving video. I said, you do know that we watch that, and Amy like cries every time she gets a thumbs down. Tell him not to do that. But yeah, you have to be careful. So
yeah, I mean, a lot of
where
people.
was I going with that?
I don't know. It's mostly dumpster diving now. Every now and then we'll throw in
that. Yeah, that's
something
why we
else.
don't. But we'd love to. We would love to do things. The haircut one is just for us to talk, for people to know us better. We would love to just have a regular video once in a while.
Well, we do once in a while.
Rarely.
I mean, nobody watches it.
But
You wouldn't know.
rarely. We would if people would enjoy them more. I guess.
I mean, you know what? When we first started the channel, my older daughter, she was in college at the time. She's out of college now. And she said, "Don't you ever put up dumpster diving videos? Like, never admit that you do that." So we didn't because we didn't want to, embarrass her any further because we're such an embarrassment. And then one day she just said, "You know what? Go ahead. If you want to, go ahead." So we started to put up dumpster diving videos, and they were the ones that got the most views. And it was like, wow, this is a thing. Like people are into this,
and none were even close to it.
Yeah. So that's kind of the focus now because this is like our job.
Right. Well, I appreciate y'all for doing this for me, and and letting people know you. And like I said, I've been a fan of y'all for so long, and so
some people just hate me so much.
Well, I am not one of them. I definitely adore y'all. Y'all are amazing. Keep dumpster diving.
Nice.
And
it's nice to be. I know. It's funny because I always say like, I don't care what other people think, and I don't in terms of like when people are critical or they leave me comments like I'm not going to change what I do in my life, but it does hurt my feelings.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Yeah. It's like, but I just erase the comments and I block those people forever. Like you only get a chance. You never.
I'm the same way. I'm just like,
you want to be nice. As she'll read one to me. say, just be nice. Be nice back. And no way.
No, I used to be.
They know it
no.
says dumpster diving right in the title. Don't click on it if you don't want to watch dumpster
I
diving.
used to be nice back, but now my natural reaction is just to curse people out. So instead of doing that, I just like delete and move on.
The nicer way.
Yeah, nicer than.
Right. Well,
People are mean. People can be really, really mean.
Yes.
Like,
I'm a person.
I'm a person. We're people. We're people who live in the
I
dump.
know. I know. And it's horrible.
I imagine you would never get a negative comment though.
Yeah,
So
you're very
sweet.
nice. But
I do.
It's shocking, isn't it? I mean,
It is.
it's amazing what people think they can say to you. It's like, geez. I try when I leave. If I don't like a video, I may never watch that person's channel again, but I always try to leave, especially if it's a smaller channel, I try to leave a really positive comment just to like encourage people and be nice, because it means a lot, especially like when you're first starting out. It means so much to you.
Yes.
It's like, oh, I got a viewer, I got a comment. You know, you get so excited, and then for someone to be like,
someone unsubscribed.
she's so annoying, she's so obnoxious. It's like,
why don't you let him talk?
obviously,
I know those are good.
Never.
What it would be like if I talked.
Now, Frugal Daddy, can you tell them what your channel is called?
It is the Clock Guy.
The Clock Guy.
I started tinkering with clocks, and then I started getting good at repairing clocks. So when I was looking at the industry as a whole, I realized that they're very expensive to fix, but they're not that valuable anymore. So you might have your grandfather's clock or something on your mantle, and it might be worth $25. Or you might be able to buy one on eBay for $30, $40 maybe, but it's going to cost you $300 or $400 to get it fixed. Wow. So most people don't fix them. So I decided that I'm going to fix clocks for people for free, because I won't charge them, because there's more sentimental value. And I'll tell you, I get more enjoyment out of that. I've had men cry when I fix their clock, and I bring it to them. So how much do I owe you? I said, nothing. I appreciate it. I enjoy talking to people. I have a new friend now. And this one guy just started crying. And then he actually sent me some gloves, and because he knew we dumpster dove. Some gloves, a light.
Yeah.
Which we never use.
So I use it.
You use it? We never put gloves on, hardly ever.
But I just
filthy people.
I try and it's a way of giving back. So that.
But also he gets antique clocks and fixes them and sells them on eBay as well. I mean,
people will actually give me one clock sometimes. A great example I tell people is that a man in town said, "Can you fix a clock for me?" I fixed it. It was one clock. He gave me 18 clocks. They were all broken. None of them worked. But I sold 2 or 3 of them for $200 a piece. But it took me a while to fix them. But still, it cost him nothing. It cost me nothing. So
that's wonderful.
Yeah.
Definitely go and check out if you're interested in clocks.
Yeah.
We have one of our they posted it up there for you.
Yeah, and if you ever have clock issues, or I do, some of her subscribers will ask me, I have this clock that I'm looking at. Do you think it's a good buy? And I will say, I'll look at this. The spring looks like it's broken, or worry about this. This could be expensive. And I've even had some of them buy them on eBay, ship them to me. I fix them, and then I ship them to them.
Yeah, we had a guy who has a podcast on kind of like weird people. So he interviewed us for his podcast, and then he got to talking to Dwayne about the clocks, and he bought this clock on eBay and then had it shipped directly to Dwayne, who checked it, made sure it worked, oiled it, fixed it, and then sent it on to him. Not that that happens all the time, but
I know, but he paid $50. It would have cost him $300 to get that service done in his town, and now he's got a great clock. Start its legacy with him for 100 years.
But that's part of the problem of our society. Is it's such a throwaway society now. You can't get things fixed, and it costs too much to fix it. I mean, I've had I break stuff like you wouldn't believe. he doesn't believe people break stuff the way I break stuff, but it's like every laptop that I come across, I'm going to drop it on the floor at some point and break it. And I think, well, let's take it to Best Buy and fix it. And they say, yeah, we could fix this, but it's so much cheaper to buy a new one. But or not necessarily cheaper, but okay, it's $50 to fix it, but $75 to buy a new one. So why not just pay like a little bit more and get a new one?
Right.
I hate that. I hate just like, oh yeah, let's just throw something else away and get a new one. And you think about like when I was growing up, our town had a tailor and it had a cobbler and a TV repairman. You would get things fixed.
Right.
You get your shoes fixed now. Like, where's there a cobbler? You know, people don't.
Right.
I'm that clock guy. I'm the free clock guy. So
you should learn to fix shoes too. You can be the cobbler as well. The cobbler guy.
I just wanted to continue its history and keep making people happy. You know,
well, he's so good at fixing things. He can fix anything. And when I first met Dwayne, we were first dating, and he basically like moved in, and I couldn't get rid of him. I was like, he won't leave. But I had no idea I had so many broken things in my home. He's like, I fixed your grill, I fixed your coffee maker, I fixed your clock, and I was like, because as a single mom, you know, as things broke, it's just like, well, I don't know how to fix a grill, so you just like I work around it, you know. If the lighter doesn't work, so I'll just like turn the gas on and I'll just like light it with a match because the light clicking anymore. And he fixed all these things, and it's like, wow, I really had a lot of broken stuff. But I mean, he can fix anything, which is why when you know, if somebody throws out a lamps and vacuums in particular, people throw away, and he can fix them. We have vacuums so much nicer than any vacuum I would ever buy. I would never spend that much money for a vacuum. He can fix anything. He just got a Dyson the other day with that like rollerball thing. And it's perfect now.
Yeah, so you'll see my obsession. I'm a little obsessive with being a perfectionist, so I like everything to be right. So when I fix someone's clock, it is going to run for years. You won't have to worry about it. So it allows me meeting people I wouldn't normally meet, like mayors or something. Can you fix the clock in town? Can you fix this? So it's completely enjoyable.
Wow.
So look at mine if you want to.
Yeah.
All right, and please feel free to ask any questions about clocks, anybody, anytime.
Awesome. Thank you, Michelle. She gave a $5 super chat. So thank you, Michelle.
Go, Michelle. Purpose. Woo, woo. Pay those bills. Hey, have you noticed that since the virus has been going on, have you found there's less stuff in dumpsters? Have you noticed a change at all?
Well, less stores. I only have like 2 stores to go to now. Right. So those stores have been still throwing out things, but as for a whole, I mean, most of my main stores, like, you know, Kirkland's and Michael's, they're not there. Yeah. So, yeah. Oh, and Pauline just sent a $3 super chat. Thank you. But I want to thank y'all again so much for doing this. Thank the girls for giving y'all this time to get on here.
They love it because I'm like, okay, you're going to go upstairs. You're going to watch a movie.
Oh.
In my room. Don't fight. Don't yell. Just watch a movie.
Well, they did awesome.
I got to make sure they're watching the movie I actually picked out for them.
You clean up the makeup and the powder all over
God,
the floor.
You can't even believe. They love to play with the makeup.
I really appreciate it. I'm glad I love talking to new people, meeting people.
Awesome.
This is how you do it nowadays, I guess.
Yeah. Yep. All right. Well, thank y'all again for being on here. Thank you we have 105 people in here.
Wow.
Thank y'all for being on here.
She makes me do those dances. I hate dancing. She's like, keep moving. Like,
move legs. Shake your butt.
It's your exercise since you didn't use the Bowflex, huh?
Exactly.
Well, I don't want to get too healthy.
Angie, thank you for the $4.99 super chat. Thank you so much. All right, guys. Thank y'all again for being on here. And thank y'all all the viewers for coming in here. Bye. Y'all have a good day.
Technology. Bye, everybody.
Bye, everybody.